Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Hello, hello, hello. I have not been on for almost a couple of weeks. Many of you have noticed and have been sending me messages of love and prayers, and I so appreciate them. You have no idea how wonderful they are, and I want you to know that I love you, and I'm glad to be here today. Obviously some things have been going on why I've been absent, and so I want to tell you about those, and I want to show you what I've been working on. I'm in my pajamas as we speak. I can't really get out and about to go shopping or to church or, all the normal things. And I debated whether to even show you my pajamas. But I thought, well, it's okay. Most of us wear pajamas when we go to bed, right? I've just been wearing them during the day too. So I will catch you up on my cancer journey, and I want to show you some of the things that I have actually been working on. I just have not. It's been hard. I'll be honest with you. It's been rough the last couple of weeks. Been really tough. But I'm here. And Dr. Collins, my radiology doctor, he says by Monday I'm going to be a new woman. So I'm counting on that. I'm going to be a new woman by Monday. And my train of thought. Sorry. Okay. So let me, first of all, I'll update you on the cancer thing, but let me show you what I've been working on. And the reason that I haven't done videos during this process is because, it's been tough. I can't get a smile on my face, let alone, video what it is that I'm working on. But I have been steadily working on things to try to keep my mind going, my mind occupied and whatnot. And again, I just want to thank you for your love and your prayers. They mean the world to me. They truly, truly do. And I hope that this video finds you well. I hope you're having a fabulous day, afternoon, morning, evening, middle of the night, whenever it is that you're viewing this video. I hope this finds you well, and that you are feeling the love vibes coming through the screen there, because I surely do mean it. Okay, so I'm going to change the view. Okay, now, this is part of my breakfast. I just haven't indulged yet. This is a little cutie. Oftentimes for breakfast, I will have a hard-boiled egg and a little cutie and a crunchy granola bar. Yeah, I like you needed to know that, right? Okay, so the first thing that I did that I have not recorded, and I am so in love with these. The original idea comes from my dear friend Rachel with Roxy Creations. Let's see, let's zoom in on that maybe. Let's get some goodness. where she has taken strips of vellum and she has added little bits and bobs to make these fabulous strips that you can then tear apart or cut apart, and you can use them as embellishments for your artwork. Are these, you guys, I really did. I mean, yes, I was miserable. But this just distracted me. It just totally distracted me. And I look at these now and I'm like, I'm not sure I can use them because I love them so much. But we'll see. I'm going to hoard them for a while, and then hopefully I'll get the courage to, to go ahead and just do it, to use them. Thankfully, these are not done in Christmas, and I'm really kind of gearing towards working on Christmas things. I've got all my Christmas boxes out. I haven't organized it. I have watched Gail, hi Gail, Augustinelli, who has done her organizing of her Christmas, but I have them out and ready to work with. And you can see this one is just a little bit different. This is just a little more vintage than these. So anyway, I had so much fun doing these, and I will link Rachel's video to that you can go and see the how-to. It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Okay, so that's the first thing that I have done while I've been, in this weird place. The next thing that I did, my dear friends, you know how we get all of these scraps, right? And I am no different than anyone else in my accumulation of scraps. And I've even shared some of these. I've in my Etsy, a bunch of my scraps too. And I may do that again before too long, because they just, they multiply. It's like rabbits. They just grow. And so I thought, okay, we've got to tame these little puppies. So I decided that I would make some collage boards with those. And I used some of my deli paper, just the thin deli paper, and I glued and glued and glued and glued and glued like crazy. So you can see that I have been busy. And these, I had some doily cutouts. And so this one just lent itself to, to that. These with the maps, those are cutoffs from the bands that I put on my altered book pages that I sell in my Etsy shop. And I had a bunch. So as you can see, these are ready to go to be decorated. I just, this was no brainer gluey. And I will tell you that what I did on these that's just a little bit different than what I've done in the past. In the past, I've used my glue stick and I've glued the whole thing and put it down. And then I remembered something, and this comes from my wonderful friend Barbara with 49 Dragonflies, that when she does her monthly pages in her book, altering book for her planner, she had started a while ago just gluing around the edges so that the page wasn't so heavy and fat. And I'm like, yeah. So that's what I did with that. And so I want to thank Barbara. Thank you, sweetie, for that tip. It has just been wonderful. And so that's how I glued these down for the most part. And I just really like it. Really love doing it that way. And I will put a link. I will find one of Barbara's where she does that. I'll have to do a little bit of looking, I think, but where she shows you how she glues around just the outside, and it's just very effective. So as you can see, I had a lot, and these are my scraps, guys. And you can see, if you look closely, you can see the little glue lines. And then I did do just like a little chunk or a little dollop, a little circle or a little line kind of in the middle, just to help, just the in case anchoring. But I was busy. I mean, I did this for, gosh, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. That kept me out of trouble. And while I was doing this, I caught up on some of my, I have a television mounted to the wall that my desk is facing. So I used that time to catch up on some of the shows or series that I've enjoyed watching in the past. Usually I do more listening than I do watching because I've seen them all before, so I can envision them. Now, these were all I got this many from my cutoffs with the extras that I use on this is a typical band that I put around, and I cut off the extra. Okay, so then these are just regular collaging with some of the amazing scraps and things that I have. I just continued on. For the most part, these were just cutoffs, extras. Some I have, and you may notice some of the papers that I have are Rachel's or Barbara's, from their digis that I use all the time in my work. And love, 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 love. By the way, if you use my code for Rachel or you use my code for Barbara, you can get a 10% discount on all of your digitals, which I think is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, yeah. And these are ready to go. Some of these, as you can start to see, they get a little bit smaller with smaller pieces as I'm filling in. And I love that too. And you can tell the later ones, use the big scraps first and then fill in and add the little guys. And I absolutely love these. Love, love, love these. So I did stay busy, my dears. And it did distract me from reality, which sometimes is good to be distracted. And so, anyway, so I got a total of, oh my goodness, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, either 17 or 18. I thought I had an even number, so maybe there was a little extra one in there that I didn't count. Collage pages that are ready to go. So I was pretty excited about that. And as you see, it looks like I haven't touched my, my scraps. But I really did. Those were all done from those, little boxes. Um, all of the scraps from that. Okay, what else did I do? What else did I do? And then she said, I started to take one of these wonderful little encyclopedias. I love the hardcover, love the size. This is like about a 4x6, and I just love it. And what I did was I altered one just to play around with it and see, getting ready again, working on the Christmas journal idea. And this has a combination of gold and maroon and an antiquing medium. And I haven't decided whether I'm in love with it or not. And I haven't decided whether to put like some small, simple something. I may go ahead. I'd be happy for your opinions. I could do the Christmas journals just as is, but blue. I just thought it would be fun to make it a little more Christmassy, but at the same time, there's something to be said for the real deal, And so give me your opinion on that. And then let me show you. Where did I put them? Where? Just a sec. Let me get up here and see. Well, I know I put them somewhere. I've been working on pages to go in these journals. Oh, I've got such a mess. I do. I really do. Okay. I have been busy. I have not been idle, my sweets. I've just been distracting myself. So, these I am working on. I'm going to have a total of 10 of these Christmas journals. I'm not exactly sure when I'll get them all done, but they'll be done well before Christmas. And I'm hoping, let's see, this is October the 13th that I'm recording this. You may see this either today or tomorrow. By the middle, I would say by the middle of November-ish, I think. But I've used a combination of different artists for these, and a lot is the same, but there's a lot that will be kind of different. Let me just pull one or two, and let's just kind of go through some of this. I've really, you guys, this has been a saving grace to be able to distract myself with these amazing little thingies. So let's zoom in. So we can see. So this is, I have taken Rachel's Christmas, one of her Christmas digitals, and I have coffee dyed with a stencil on the backs, and I've just been ripping them to a size that's a nice, fun, usable size. And as you can see, this is going to be great. I'm so excited about this. A lot of journaling space. And I may, I think 10 is ambitious. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to keep one of the 10 for myself for my Christmas journal, because mine is just too fat now to use appropriately. It's just too fat. So anyway, so as you can see, what I have done is I have just torn them in various ways that's made it so much fun to go ahead and make these wonderful little pages. And these have not been assigned yet to a booklet. This is just me working up the pages for these. I haven't, gone through the 10, and obviously with these, you're going to find that they'll all be different, but I've done it in such a way. Some pages I glued together, and I also have been using Artie Mae's, some of her digitals too. This one, this is Rachel's, and this is Artie Mae's, and look at that. Is that like, oh, meant to be? And so I just put those two together, and I will do some focal point, a little bit of collaging or whatever. So on that. So anyway, and this is another one of those. That's an Artie Mae's, and this is Rachel's. And look how perfectly they go together. But, so you can, you can do anything. You can do anything you want that way. So those are additional little pages. And actually, I worked on those yesterday. Now, this is what I have so far in my individual. There'll be 2 signatures in them, and I just went through and found from last year or whenever. I believe this is Artie Mae's, but I don't know, could be chapter 1. This is Artie Mae's, and I haven't done anything yet, but you can see the difference between the pages. I like the stencil coffee dye on that, but this is just one of the books that I've got so far, and I am using a lot of my delicious antique pages in these with the rag paper and such. Oh, you guys, the texture, the feel, it's just so wonderful. And so, and on these, each one will have these pages, well, different, but from the same books. This comes from a 1940 gentleman's diary, and I have some of these digitals in my shop, but these are the real pages. I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to do some journaling. These are those old-fashioned diaries, the 5-year diary. Remember those? So, and like I said, none of these have been decorated. Well, minimally, if at all. And I have added and subtracted. Like this was the real fold line, but it was too fat, so we just did a little bit of operating, and then we were able to keep it all, so it makes a fun little fold out or a little pocket or something of that nature. These antique pages are just delicious. Delicious, my darlings. And I have folded and reinforced everything so that these will last longer for you. Those that are super fragile. Super fragilistic, expialidocious. Look at I mean, these are just, these are so cool, you guys. And then another delicious, and this one I have added fabric to the sides. Some will have fabric, some will have washi tape, just all different. And then this, I'm super excited about, you guys. These are altered book pages like I sell in my shop, but these I have put images on. There's 2 on each little 4-page fold out. Super, I just think they're going to be wonderful. And I am, when I get on my feet again, which I hope to be real soon, real soon, I'm going to send a nice package to Gail Augustinelli, and she will show them on one of her videos where she shows, she does such a sweet thing of highlighting those that sell on Etsy. Just a real sweet gal. And I know you all know her and love her, as do I. Okay, just put it together this way. This is the skinnier part. So that, as you can see, and these are from that same little smaller pockets and things to go in each one as well. They're all somewhat different but the same, and I just have a whole bunch of just fun things. Okay, so that being said, let me change the view and I will share with you now. So anyway, that's what I have been working on. I've not been idle, and I think about you guys every day. I really do. Even when I'm not feeling up to visiting, and talking, I just want you to know I love you and I appreciate your prayers just so much. Okay, so as you are aware, if you've been following my cancer journey, I was scheduled for 20 radiation treatments on the breast, the left breast, and 10 on the T4 in my back. And we finished the T4, the 10, just fine. And I got up to 15 radiation treatments just fine. And then the 16th treatment, they noticed some splitting of my skin. And so Dr. Collins said, let's take a couple of days off and give that a chance to kind of heal a little bit. So we did. And then the following Monday, he looked at it and he says that it's looking better. And so that was before the treatment. I had that treatment. And then the next morning, I saw Dr. Doro, my oncologist, my cancer doctor, and we visited. And I was supposed to have my I get all lost in I've had a total of 17 treatments. So it was the Monday before I saw Dr. Doro that I had my 17th treatment. And it was the next morning that the machine went down. The radiology machine was down. And as I was in waiting for Dr. Doro, the technician from the radiology department knocked and came in, and he said, sorry, the machine is down. We'll try again tomorrow. Just wanted to let you know. I knew you were in the building. Okay, not a problem. So the machine continued to be down, and my skin continued to blister and split, and got to the point where I went in to see the doctor so he could, take a look at it. And and they had prescribed an astringent for me to use over the counter, which I had been doing, but it was still pretty raw and hurting quite a bit. And so anyway, he saw it and he was like, okay. The first thing I said was, can we be done with the treatments? And he said, absolutely. Okay. So I got a total of 17 treatments in. And they switched from the astringent, which is to promote and help new skin growth, to more of an antibiotic ointment, heal the blister, kind of a wound care type of a medicine. So I've been doing that since then. I haven't been able to get out and about because, like I said, jammies is about the only thing that I can do. I, haven't been able to get dressed like we do normally. And it has been, in all honesty, it's been awful. It's been pretty horrible. I won't lie about that. But I saw Dr. Collins yesterday, and he looked at it. It doesn't feel like it's healing, but he says it's definitely healing. And so I'm extremely hopeful that I'm going to be a new woman by Monday. So I see him on Monday, and the timing is like, I told him, I said, I got to feel good because we're planning on taking a short trip to South Carolina to see our kids that live there and some of the grandkids. Excuse me. So I have to feel good. He says, you're going to feel a whole lot better. He says, you will. So I'm trusting him, and I've been praying about it, and I think I will. I think I will feel wonderful. And I am getting better, guys, because I'm doing a video. Just the fact that I'm here in front of you and I'm sharing this with you, I'm feeling so much better. So yeah, so I believe that is going to happen. Now back to, so that, as far as radiology, that's all done. Everything that I was going to do. I just have one more follow-up with Dr. Collins, and that won't be till January. So now it's back to oncology and what next. So we talked about that when I was in with Dr. Doro. And what he wants to do is I'm going to have a PET scan in, well, it'll be about a month now. It was about 5 weeks when I saw him. And then I will see him again in 6 weeks. And then we'll go from there. The PET scan will tell how much the radiation has helped. And we'll see where the cancer, is or isn't at that time. So I feel good about all of that. And yeah, so it's another waiting game. But you know what? Life it's a journey, you guys. We don't always get the roses. Some, the rose bush has thorns on it too. And if we don't, prick our fingers, so to speak, how can we stand? How can we be tough as we need to be for, I just think that all of these things are wonderful for experience. I do not feel angry. I do not feel, oh, poor me. I do not feel like, I'm grateful. I'm absolutely grateful for modern technology, for medicine, for qualified, amazing specialist doctors. And I have a wonderful team of doctors, and I appreciate them all so very much. So that's where we're at. Just wanted to let you guys know I'm still here. The working on a video showing what I'm doing is just a little bit tough right now because of the pain issue, but that's going to decrease. And so I will get back to that, I promise. But just want you to know I'm still working on things, and I think about you all the time. I love you guys, and I appreciate your prayers. And I hope that you have an absolutely fabulous, fabulous day. Be good. Be good to someone else. If you're not having a fabulous day, do something for someone else. It'll make you feel better. You know, just do little things. And just know that you are loved, not just by me, but you have a Savior who loves you very much as well. And for those that don't believe that, that's okay. You're a good person and you believe in being good, and I agree with that, all of that. All right, guys, I've been long on this, but I did want to catch you up, let you know I'll be back, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.